Hello all you healthy blood pressure warriors. My name is Ingrid and I want to welcome you to the healthybloodpressure.com channel. High blood pressure is the leading cause of stroke and heart attacks worldwide. Researchers have been studying the causes of this serious condition for many years. Among many causes, they found that poor diet can cause high blood pressure. A poor diet may include a lot of harmful foods, but here we're going to talk about a particular type of candy. This candy is the popular black licorice. Let's first look at what licorice contains that's so harmful. Then we'll talk about some research on black licorice. We'll also look at additional conditions that black licorice may cause. And finally, we'll talk about safe and unsafe quantities of this candy. So, what's harmful in licorice? Black licorice has been an ingredient in many candies for several decades. Both adults and children love the anise type of flavor of this candy. They love it so much that it's easy to overindulge. But eating too much licorice can be harmful to your heart health, and it can raise your blood pressure as well. Licorice contains a compound called glyceric acid. This compound doesn't allow the kidneys to process cortisol. Now, cortisol is an essential hormone that helps your body respond to stress. But if the kidneys cannot break it down, cortisol can be harmful. The excess cortisol keeps asking your kidney to flush out the potassium. This happens because cortisol is similar to aldosterone. Aldosterone is another hormone whose job is to ask the kidneys to remove excess potassium, but it knows when to stop thanks to your kidney's feedback mechanism. Cortisol doesn't have this feedback mechanism, and so your body continues to lose even the beneficial amounts of potassium. Potassium is an essential mineral or electrolyte that maintains fluid balance within the cell. Sodium is the counterpart and maintains normal fluid levels on the outside of the cell. As potassium decreases, sodium increases, which creates fluid buildup. Potassium is also essential for proper muscle function, the heart being the hardest working muscle. If you don't have enough potassium, the fluid buildup can affect the flow of blood through the vessels. Proper levels of potassium allows the walls of blood vessels to relax, while low levels can cause stiffness. This means that your heart has to work harder to send blood to your organs, and this is how there's a rise in blood pressure. Low levels of potassium can also cause muscle cramps and weakness, along with heart arrhythmia. Now let's discover, what does the research say? In 2012, a group of scientists from the U.S. and Egypt published a study on licorice abuse. They looked into several medical cases where overuse of licorice caused serious conditions in otherwise healthy people. In one case, a 35-year-old man developed severe weakness and very high blood pressure. The doctors found that he had been drinking a liter of licorice drink made from licorice root, urxus, every day for 1 month. He had no other medical history. With potassium supplements, the doctors restored his health. In a more recent case, a 54-year-old man suffered a heart attack and died from it. He did have an overall poor lifestyle, and on top of that, he had started eating bags and bags of licorice candy 3 weeks before the heart attack. This case shows that eating too much licorice can add to other factors that lead to a heart condition. So what are other conditions that licorice may cause? Too much licorice may cause other conditions besides high blood pressure and heart attack. A common condition that doctors see with licorice overdose is an irregular heartbeat. Licorice can also cause headaches, swelling in various parts of the body, or lethargy. Some other health conditions include impotence, sensitivity to light, nausea, and weight gain. The weight gain mainly occurs due to fluid retention that the low potassium causes. Licorice may also interact with certain drugs and health supplements. Some of these drugs include aspirin and oral contraceptives. And it can react severely with one type of blood pressure lowering drug, the diuretics. Also, if you're taking any heart medication with the ingredient digitalis, licorice can interact with it. Both of these interactions are strong enough to cause death. So how much licorice is harmful? Black licorice is harmful, but only in higher amounts. If you just have one small candy string once in a while, you should be fine. But if you eat more than 2 ounces of it daily, it can begin to cause symptoms after 2 weeks. This is particularly true for adults over the age of 40. Even if you eat less than that, but eat it regularly, in the long run, it may cause high blood pressure. And if you don't eat candy, be sure to check your health supplements. Many supplements contain licorice root that may cause health conditions when you take them for a long time. Those with existing heart conditions should always consult a doctor before consuming any amount of licorice. And if they ask you to stop eating licorice candy, there's an alternative. Many candies now have a licorice flavor in them. They don't use the real licorice root, but use anise oil instead. The flavors are similar, and yet you don't have to worry about the harmful effects of black licorice. So limit your licorice intake for healthy levels of blood pressure and overall better health. And if you still crave candy, there are plenty of other flavors to choose from. If you'd like to incorporate healthy and delicious foods into your daily eating, get our 101 Blood Pressure Lowering Foods ebook. As you probably already know, the #1 way to lower your blood pressure is to eat healthy. That's why we researched and wrote an ebook called 101 Foods to Lower Your Blood Pressure. This book contains all kinds of foods that are scientifically proven to lower your blood pressure, and we'd like to give it to you for free. Just go to healthybloodpressure.com and download it today. Thank you for watching, and have an amazing day.